Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and good morning to all of my students who are listening to me, and welcome back to the class of social studies. In this class we are going to learn the things which we have already covered, or the chapter which we have already covered. So let's get started and see that what chapter we are going to review in today's lecture. So here we go. In today's lecture, we are going to review the chapter Eclipses. So in today's class, we are going to review our chapter Eclipses from our book plus our previous lectures. So let's start from our book. So students, this is your page number 34 where your chapter Eclipses starts. On this chapter or on this page, I have highlighted some of the important points. What you need to do, you need to underline these lines in your book too. Okay, so the line which is important from this page is our solar system includes the sun, the 9 planets. Okay, if we talk about the current information, so we are having now 8 planets and their moons, comets and asteroids. All these things combine together to make solar system. They are constantly moving, and at the center there is a sun. If we talk about the Earth ranks third in our solar system. Okay, it takes 24 hours to rotate, and here you can see that the Earth orbit the sun while the moon orbit the Earth. The Earth's path around the sun is called its orbit, and Earth takes 1 year or 365 days to complete the orbit around the sun. Now, the name of the chapter is Eclipses, so we must know that what is eclipses and why we are discussing these things here. Because when they are revolving around the sun, when the Earth is revolving around the sun and rotating on its orbit, so the moon and the Earth form a line with the sun. The moon and the Earth form a line with the sun. When this happens, an eclipse occurs. As I have already completed this line, that when sun, moon and earth form a line with one another, the eclipse happens. Okay. Now if we talk about the types of eclipses, there are two types of eclipses. Number one, lunar eclipse, and the second one is solar eclipse. Now we are going to study them one by one in detail. If we talk about this lunar eclipse from your book, so it happens when the earth moves between the sun and the moon, and it blocks the path of the sun's light from reaching the moon. So during a lunar eclipse, we can see the earth's shadow on the moon. On the other hand, if we talk about solar eclipse happens when the moon moves between the earth and the sun. When this happens, the path of the sun's light is blocked. The sky slowly gets dark as the moon appears in front of the sun. When the moon and sun are in perfect line. Okay, here we are discussing another thing, and that is when they make line with each other, eclipse happens. But when the moon and the sun and the earth, these three things make a perfect line, when they make a perfect line, so it is called total eclipse. Let's continue from the next page. So when the moon and the earth forms perfect line with sun, the total eclipse occurs. It is very rare. Okay, and never try to see the solar eclipse with your naked eye because it is harmful for us. Okay, it may cause the complete blindness. If we talk about solar eclipse and lunar eclipse, there are many stories and the myths about the eclipses. And the earliest record of the solar eclipse comes from an ancient Chinese story. This is really important point. Okay. Now there are different myths here. If we talk about the Chinese ones believed that an eclipse was caused by an invisible dragon eating the sun. And if we talk about the Japanese, so in Japan, People once believed that the poison dropped from the sky during an eclipse. And in India, people also believed that a dragon was responsible for eclipses. What they used to do? They used to offer special prayers to defend themselves from the dragon. Okay, now in this paragraph there is a story, there is a real story which we have discussed in detail in your previous lectures when we were discussing the chapter eclipses in detail. Okay, so here you can see that Christopher Columbus was the one who discovered America. He with his crews went to an island and the name of the island was Jamaica. Okay, after some times their food was finished. They asked Native Americans to supply the food, and they supplied the food, but after some times they refused to supply the food. So what Christopher Columbus told them, he was very clever. He knew that soon lunar eclipse is going to be happen. So what he did, he warned the Native Americans. He said that God would be angry with the Native Americans, and he would snatch their moon if they do not supply food. So what they did, they did not believe once, and then lunar eclipse happened, moon disappeared, and then they thought that Columbus was right, and they again started providing food. Okay, this was the story, which if you want to review, you can review from your book, and you can take the help from your previous lectures as well. So if I talk about the universe includes many of the galaxies, and the galaxy in which Earth is there, that is the Milky Way galaxy, that is our solar system, that looks like that. As we have already discussed that solar system includes number of the things, but we must know that when we use this word solar system or solar, that would always indicate sun. So this is how our solar system looks like, and all the planets are orbiting around the sun. Now you can see that solar system includes sun, planets, moons, asteroids, comets. What is an eclipse? When the Earth and Moon form a line with the Sun, an eclipse occurs. All the planets move around the Sun. Moon is a natural satellite that moves around the planet. The path in which planets move around the Sun and the Moon moves around the planets is called orbit. Earth takes 365 days to complete an orbit around the Sun. Earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation, and Moon takes 27 to 28 days to complete an orbit around the Earth. As we have got to know from our book that there are two types of eclipses. Number one, lunar eclipse, and number two, solar eclipse. Okay, so when the sun gets dark, it is solar eclipse. When the moon gets dark, it's lunar eclipse. So we are going to define them. We are going to learn them one by one. So let's start from solar eclipse. Here comes the solar eclipse in front of us, and this is how it looks like. Here you can observe that this is the sun, this is the earth, and this is the moon. We know that the moon orbits around the earth, but when it comes in between sun and the earth, the solar eclipse happens. So let's start the point of it. That is, when the moon comes in between the earth and the sun, the solar eclipse happens. Point number two is it blocks the sunlight to reach the earth. As it comes in between the sun and the earth, it blocks the sunlight to reach a particular part of the earth. This is why the sky slowly gets dark. The second type of the eclipses is lunar eclipse, and The points for lunar eclipse are: when the earth comes in between the sun and the moon, lunar eclipse happens. Now here you can observe that how the moon is orbiting around the earth, okay, but lunar eclipse happens when earth comes in between the sun and the moon. It blocks the sunlight to reach the moon, and this is why moon slowly gets dark in it. Now here you can observe that when the moon goes back to the earth, it gets dark because it is not getting the sunlight here. Okay, and moon does not have its own light, it gets the light from sun. So when it comes behind the earth, it gets dark, or sometimes it has colors like brown, orange. Moon is a natural satellite that revolves around the planets. In case of Earth, the moon of the Earth is continuously orbiting around the sun. Okay, but when it makes line with the sun and Earth, it is called lunar eclipse. Now you can see this line. In this line you can observe that Earth is getting the sunlight but moon is not getting the sunlight, and due to this thing it gets dark or sometimes it completely disappears. So far we have discussed two different types of eclipses, including solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. There are the conditions as well. There are two different conditions for the eclipses, and either it's solar eclipse or lunar eclipse. There are two conditions, and these are partial eclipse and total eclipse. Partial eclipse and total eclipse. The total eclipse is when the earth and moon make a perfect line with the sun. Okay, this thing we have learned in book as well, that when the earth and moon make a perfect line with the sun, it is called total eclipse. And this is opposite of it. When the line is not perfect, it means the earth and moon are making line with the sun, but this line is not perfect, so this would be called as partial eclipse. Partial means not complete, incomplete, or half. Okay, in this picture you can see that sun is visible or the moon is visible but half, okay, not completely disappears. So when the line is not perfect, it is called partial eclipse. So as we have learned that some of the myths about the solar eclipse is there, and these include number of the myths from which the earliest record of solar eclipse comes from an ancient Chinese story. If we talk about the Chinese people, Chinese used to believe that eclipse is caused by an invisible dragon eating the sun, because sky gets dark, and they used to think that that was eaten by the invisible dragon. In Japan, people once believed that the poison dropped from the sky during an eclipse, and what they used to do, they used to cover all of their food and water, because they used to think that this poison would be dropped into their food and water, and that food and water would harm them. Apart from this, in India, people once believed that an invisible dragon in the sky is responsible for the eclipse, and they used to offer special worship during eclipse. So, this was all about your chapter eclipses. We have completed this chapter in different lectures. When we started it, we had discussed each and every point in detail. In today's lecture, we have taken the superficial review of every important thing from this chapter. Okay, what are the important things from this chapter? The types of eclipses, and these are solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. Okay, you must be capable to draw the diagrams of both solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. Now what you need to do, you need to underline the important lines in your book, and you have to read your chapter properly. So thank you so much. This is the time to say goodbye. Take care of yourself and your family. Allah Hafiz.